All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Miracles Meditation for Peace and Wellness. My name is Lynn Herod DeVerges, and I'm the founder of the Miracles Ultimate Wellness Resources that sponsors this wonderful global meditation. We're doing this because we believe it's important for as many people to come together at one time to meditate for personal wellness and peace, but also for global wellness and peace, so that we can all live and reside in harmony, not only within ourselves, but also with each other. So today we have Dr. Emmett Miller, who is our meditation guide, and I'll tell you a little bit about him. He has often been referred to as the father of mind body medicine. Dr. Miller is best known for his recorded guided imagery meditations. They're lovely, as you'll have an opportunity to witness today. His revolutionary work in creating the holistic approach to healing and the first guided imagery audio tapes in the last century, not too long ago though, placed him decades ahead of the mainstream medicine and psychology, where he continues to generate new insights, breakthroughs, and products. Now, after graduating from the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, he quickly realized that in many ways, mainstream medicine was missing the boat. To this young physician at the time, it seemed clear that most of our illnesses were caused or exacerbated by stress, stress induced habits, and addictions. His first guided imagery recordings spread knowledge of his techniques worldwide as he and a few colleagues worked to transform the fields of medicine and psychology. So, Dr. Miller has served as a lecturer or a preceptor at many universities and medical schools, including the University of California and Stanford Medical School. His book, Deep Healing, the Essence of Mind Body Medicine, has become a classic in the field. So I am now going to turn it over to Dr. Miller to share anything else that he'd like to share about himself, his work, and to take us into this beautiful meditation. Dr. Miller, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Laverne. And thanks for inviting me back again. I uh, love to share what I have with people, especially when it's something that's reaching out on a global level, since I've always been a global thinker. And I think that at this time of upheaval in our world, where everything is feeling fragmented and chaotic and uncertain. I mean, often that way, but I think it's a little more than usual now. But within this crisis, there lies a powerful opportunity. You know, the story that a crisis is a combination of danger and opportunity. We can see the danger easily, but the wisdom is what can take us to the point of being able to see the opportunity. And right now, those who seek to divide and conquer and control us have weaponized stress. This is a fascinating thing. They actually use fear and disconnection and anxiety to manipulate us. Now more than ever, we must quiet our emotional brain, calm the storm within to reconnect with our higher mind. That's where we can find the clarity and the resilience and the power to do what we need to do. And again, the trick is to quiet that anxiety and anger and helplessness that has been magnificently cultivated in our culture over the last 10, 15, 20 years, especially with social media and all the other tricks that have been developed. And it's when we are anxious, then we can be sold a bill of goods. Everyone knows that because when we're in a place of anxiety, fear, anger, resentment, all those kinds of unpleasant feelings, that's the monkey mind. That's the limbic system. And it believes that this is a life or death situation. And that anxiety, it turns out when a person is anxious and then you sell them something, they'll tend to buy it because the monkey mind is looking for some way to escape from that. But when it's like that, in a fight or flight mode, it shuts off your prefrontal cortex. That's the highest part of our mind. But the stressors that we face, we can't deal with by pumping up our blood pressure and breathing faster and speeding up the clotting time of our blood and having our mind race and then punch something or run away from something. No. What we need to solve with using a higher level of consciousness and wisdom and inspiration. And that requires the prefrontal cortex. And so it's by quieting the unnecessary feelings, because all those feelings aren't taking us anywhere. They don't feel good. They don't help us solve the problem, and they lead us to make poor decisions. So, yeah, it's obvious. So, for 50 years now, and I began this actually in the fifth grade when I learned about Adolf Hitler, and I got the message inside that what this man has done to the German people and to the world. 100 million people died because of a psychopath. And people said, "Oh, no, we've taken care of it." And I said, "I don't believe it." And I said, "So if nobody else does something about it, I'm going to do what I can about it to make a change. Otherwise, I think it can happen, and it can happen even here." And I guess a lot fewer people doubt that now than did 50 years ago. But my work has been to develop ways for people to relate to their thoughts and their thinking to break from these harmful patterns of dealing with things. Tools to soothe, to awaken, to strengthen, and to transform. And so my goal is for us together to begin healing from the inside out and to build a future that's rooted in conscious choice. So let's begin by making the choice right now. Allow your body to rest in a comfortable position where you can relax. And imagine that you can somehow see and feel all those who are tuned in this morning and hearing these words. And imagine that each of us is connected to all of our friends and relations and invite all of these spirits to come and be with us here now as we become aware together on this little blue marble circling around a small star in a mediocre spiral galaxy, in a universe of perhaps a couple of million galaxies, each with a billion stars, many with planets. And yet here we are huddled together on what is perhaps the only point in the universe that contains the miracle of life. And let us celebrate this beautiful life that we all share with respect and reverence and gratitude. So take a deep breath in and feel the release as you let that breath go. And without beginning the next breath, just let the air do the breathing for you. And sink down into that little pause after you breathe out and just before the next breath begins itself. And feel that little spark of life that starts each new breath. And know that you are feeling that precious gift of life. We are all feeling it, that warm spark of life and love flowing into your chest, down through your arms and right out through the tips of your fingers. And with each breath out, feel the relaxation and love flow into your back, Let it flow into your lower back and into your abdomen, rising and falling with each breath. Relaxation flowing through you and down through your hips, your thighs, your legs, your ankles, and your feet. The relaxed rays of golden love light flowing out through the tips of your fingers and toes. And let us all together become aware of the fact that there's no other place that you need to go at this moment in time. There's nothing else that you need to do. There's no problem that you have to solve. And therefore, you can give yourself permission to relax and to come into this present moment. Allow your eyelids to close, and behind your closed eyelids, let your eyes gently roll upward until you're looking upward toward the back of your forehead, gazing right up into the prefrontal area of your brain's brain. And imagine you can see the word relax. And let the muscles of your eyelids relax all the way down to the point they just don't want to open at all. And as you test your eyelids and feel how heavy they've become, let that feeling of heavy, peaceful relaxation from your eyelids flow throughout all the rest of your body like ripples flowing out from a stone thrown in the water, ripples of relaxation, all the way down, right out through the tips of your fingers, all the way down and out through the tips of your toes, more and more relaxed with each breath. Good. Now take a deep breath in and draw that relaxation from your fingertips up into your chest. And as you let that breath out, feel that feeling of letting go in your chest and back. Still letting the air do the breathing for you. And with each breath out, thinking, it breathes me. It breathes me. And each breath empties you of any stress, of any tension, feeling your chest and back becoming more and more relaxed. And again, allow that relaxation to flow down through your legs and your ankles and your feet and right out through the tips of your toes. A gentle massage of gentle relaxation to all your internal organs. Relaxation flowing through your pelvis and thighs and your knees and your legs and your ankles and your feet, all the way down to the very tips of your toes. And with each breath, your body is feeling lighter and lighter, so light you could gently float upward, so weightless. It is as if you are floating on a magic carpet and gently floating through time and space to a lovely mountain spring field festooned with flowers. Imagine you're floating along a beautiful path or down a beautiful resting, for you have traveled quite a way and heartfully confronted many challenges climbing up this mountainside. But now you can relax and enjoy the many colors of the flowers, red and blue, pink and purple, contrasted against the many shades of green leaves swaying in the warm breezes that pass by, enjoying the spring fragrances in the air. And anytime any unnecessary thoughts come along, you feel another lovely breeze comes along and sweeps them away, erasing questions and doubts, evaluations and judgments from your mind, erasing all thoughts of the past because the past doesn't exist anymore. Not even 1 second of the past can ever come back again. And so you can be present in your thoughts and feel a feeling of gratitude for this beautiful world with each breath in. And as you reach the top of the mountain at the end of the trail, you allow yourself to look down. Allow yourself to see the soft shapes of the smaller hills below you. Visualize those valleys and the rivers running down through the valleys, and beyond those hills, lovely fields with shimmering lakes, a tapestry of blues and greens, of light and shadow, with splashes of colored clusters of flowers. The air is crisp and clean as you breathe it, breathing out all unnecessary thoughts, breathing out all stress and tension as you look even further into the distance and see a vast ocean. And across the waves of this ocean, you see the horizon with fluffy white clouds floating aimlessly in the pale blue of the sky. And here, in this majestic place, you feel deeply inspired by all you have accomplished, such as the climbing of this mountain. You feel a sense of victory inside. Feel it, a familiar feeling, and you notice your mind slowly beginning to drift back to a very pleasant and inspiring time in your life, allowing a memory to gradually arise, recalling now a time in the past when you felt the feeling of success or victory. Any time, perhaps sometime when you set your mind to a difficult task and accomplished it despite the obstacles. Allowing yourself to enter whatever memory arises. Maybe it's when you were very young, winning a spelling bee or a foot race, or scoring well on a tough test. Or it may be a later time in your life, such as when you won a promotion at your job, or when you gave birth to your first child, or held that child in your arms. Be there now. Or perhaps it was watching your favorite team or person win a contest or gain success. Or just make up an event that can give you that feeling of success and excitement. Travel back through time to that special moment, relive it, and allow yourself to actually feel that success just as you felt it at that time, and enjoy that sense of accomplishment and inner strength. Whatever feels like a victory to you, let yourself feel it. And notice where in your body that you feel it most strongly. And now breathe a deep breath into that feeling and let it grow even stronger. And breathe it from that part of your body out into every cell of your being, out into your arms and legs, your hands and your feet, and feel it grow stronger. Feel it flow into your mind, and know deep within that you have the ability to be successful when you put your mind to it. That's it. And we too can be successful if we choose to put our minds to it. Meanwhile, as you look out from your mountaintop at the horizon, you begin to notice dark clouds gathering on the horizon. A storm is brewing. You take a deep breath, and as you breathe out, you see the gathering clouds remind you of some of the challenges we face in our world these days. Climate change, pollution, unstable economy, war, political violence, threats to democracy, as well as the personal challenges in each of our lives. But they all seem far away right now here on the top of the mountain as you look out at those ominous clouds swirling and turning in the distance. And yet you allow yourself to notice that even these turbulent clouds have their beauty. In your relaxed state of mind, you are in touch with your wisdom, the wisdom that guides you to remain calm, because anxiety, tension, worry, and anger would only be distractions from the many other wiser choices that are available. And so you breathe out those unnecessary emotions and unnecessary thoughts with each breath out, because this is your mind. It belongs to you, and in it lies your greatest power. Aware of these challenges in your life and in the weather, with a sense of calm detachment, allowing yourself to sink down into that pause after each breath out, and feeling that spark of life, that golden glow of love and life that flows through your body as each breath breathes you. Feel it flowing out through the tips of your fingers and toes like a gentle, warm river of golden love. Imagine this light as the light of wisdom and inspiration, your unlimited capacity for creative problem solving. And feel your connection with all these like-minded souls gathered in spirit here today and all around. Feel that warm glow flow from you and around everyone else, and you can enjoy theirs like a gold mist flowing out through the millions of others who are kindred spirits. And knowing of the unlimited creativity we have when we love, think, and believe together. Feel this glow as it enters and grows within with each breath, spreading out from your heart center to our growing community. Good. And now, if you're willing to, allow your higher mind to open to inspiration, divine guidance, our shared wisdom, and notice a kind of tingling inside, a growing excitement, a sense of a positive future. Open to that guidance and feel deep gratitude for its presence. And as you look out over that ocean, you are beginning to notice the dark clouds starting to move more slowly and shift position. A light shining through, rose-colored beams of sunshine. And inside, once again, you sense that feeling of strength and confidence and positive expectancy that you allowed yourself to feel just a few moments ago. You were successful before, and you can succeed again. Where there were once only obstacles, you can now begin to perceive possibilities. And along with the clearing sky, you are beginning to see more clearly within and imagine opportunities for connecting with others more intentionally, cultivating healthy relationships, creativity, and positive plans for a future. You no longer fear conflict because you have seen how every conflict can transform itself into a stellar opportunity for deeper understanding and cooperation and creativity. There it is. Your perspective is shifting, and you are feeling a surge of power and purpose inside. Follow it deeper within, into the center of your being, your essence, your heart, or you might think of it as your spirit, your core. at this most profound place within, becoming aware of what really has meaning and value to you at the deepest level, your deepest truth, that which you care about at the deepest level, the principles by which you choose to live your life. Good. And at this particular moment, what you do sense may be your personal purpose or mission in life. And breathe the golden light energy into it and feel it grow stronger. And now become aware of some of the unique gifts that you have to offer in this extraordinary time of transformation. Perhaps it is your ability to love, your compassion, your creativity, your indomitable will, your generosity, or maybe your ability to connect with people. Think of your unique gifts that you are willing to offer. Whatever gift you are willing to bring to the community and the world around you. And still, that golden glove of love and life continues to breathe you. And now it is flowing through you, connecting you with others around the world. Millions of points of light joining together to form a network of hope and love and positive change. Feel the strength and the power of this golden global community, all working together towards a brighter future. Good. And now let yourself float ahead into the future. Take a moment to reflect on one specific action you can take, no matter how small, today, tomorrow, or later this week. One specific action you can take to contribute to this positive change. Imagine yourself taking this action, feeling confident and empowered, and let yourself feel that same feeling of victory and success, the success you already experience when you just let yourself dream into the future. Picture the world that you want to help create. A world of peace, a world where it is safe to speak your mind, a place where we have learned to communicate through love, to connect deeply with each other, and to realize that we are really all in the same boat, spaceship Earth, and feel your willingness to participate and let us do it, what we all can. And as you return to your day, know that this sense of calm, clarity, and purpose is always available to you. And you can return to this inner sanctuary anytime you want to recharge and refocus. So, when you're ready, let your eyelids open slowly and let your body begin to move. Let your arms and legs stretch a little bit, awakening with the deep knowledge that in the face of challenge, you have the power to create positive change. And it starts right here, right now. Good.
That was wonderful, Dr. Miller. Thank you so much.
Oh, my
It
gratitude
was
to you.
just an absolute pleasure. Wow. I don't know about everyone else, but I am experiencing a very, very deep sense of peace and calm, renewedness, and hope. And so we want to thank you. That was absolutely incredible. And we will be asking you again at another time to guide us in a meditation in the future. So thank you so much. I'm glad we all had an opportunity to experience what the gift that you've given us for today. And to all of you, you may also go to miraclesresources.com and you'll be able to read more about Dr. Miller and access his information there. And we want to thank you for joining us, and we will see you next month with our next guided meditation. Have a beautiful, blessed day.